Why is right now the best time to buy? And just to speak to that, and I'll just kind of speak from my specific real estate perspective, right? My past 3 transactions specifically have all been transactions where the seller was motivated, the buyer was willing and able to afford the payment. There were repairs negotiated, there were credits negotiated, and help my buyer afford a much more affordable payment over the next 2 to 3 years. This wasn't something that we were experiencing last year. Could you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So this time last year, we had buyers and borrowers fighting each other hand over fist, and then listing agents also playing off that, right? So I remember I had a conversation. It was one Monday morning in the middle of last year, in the height of things, where people were paying above appraised value. They were removing all contingencies, just totally taking away all of the protecting factors for themselves to at least compete to get an offer accepted. I remember it was one morning we had an offer, me and an agent. We submitted it, and I decided to make a phone call, Monday morning phone call. I called this listing agent, and he almost seemed out of breath. You all right, man? He's like, it's Monday morning. I've already taken 1,500 phone calls. What can I do for you? And then I proceeded to try to outline the strength of my borrowers. And he said, hey, listen. He said, how much can they pay over appraised value? And I was like, nothing. Because
Yeah.
I wanted to protect my buyer, my borrower more than anything. And he said, cool, well, you're not going to get your offer accepted. And then that was the end of the conversation. It was insane.
And if I could speak to that, that's definitely something that we dealt with this past 2 years, this past year specifically. I mean, understanding it's very difficult for buyers, specifically first-time home buyers. And we know, according to NAR rates, I mean, 88% of your purchasers in this market, in any real market over the next years, with the largest buying population to ever hit the market, statistically speaking, being our generation, Jace, you know what I mean? Millennials, you know what I mean? And the generations that are subsequent. I mean, this is a very interesting time. And when I was sitting there negotiating, explaining to my clients over the past couple of years, this is the appraised value and you're willing to pay X amount over. Why is that? But not everybody can do that. Not everybody has that kind of those kind of liquid assets. And it was a very tough time.